The following story was shared with us by a former employee at the West Elm store in Burbank, California. Before I get into this one, I do want to just remind everybody that there's nothing micro about microaggressions. We'll talk about that at the end. I experienced racism repeatedly at West Elm in Burbank, California in 2019. I was so uncomfortable going into work because I was treated different. Before we even opened, a few white people were applying for the same position as me. We were helping them build a new store, and they asked everyone what our interests were, because they wanted to put us in positions that we liked and were good at. All of the non-Black employees with the least experience got the position that I felt the strongest about. I had more skills and experience, but they were all awarded with the opportunity instead of me. After they gave those positions out, they told me that maybe after a year or so, they would evaluate my experience and possibly give me a chance. One day, a white girl kept staring me up and down. She was looking closely at my hair like I was some type of object. It was creepy and it made me feel uncomfortable. She tried to tell me that my hair was something, like sticking up or in my face. I tried to brush her off by saying thanks, and she grabbed my hair like we had known each other for a while, as if it was okay for her to touch me. I felt so uncomfortable. I didn't know how to react because we were in a meeting in front of people. Another day, I was in the back of house rushing to get to the front, and she tried touching me again. This time she was trying to tell me about my necklace being off center. I quickly backed away, said thanks, and fixed it myself. There was also another employee that was rude to me in front of a customer. One day, he was basically trying to give me orders and did so in a very condescending way. It was so ugly that the customer could sense the tension, but I tried my hardest to politely let them know that I was doing my job correctly. I ended up telling my manager how uncomfortable I was because it started to give me really bad anxiety. She told me that I should have said something to that employee, and shortly after, things got worse. I ended up leaving because I wasn't getting the hours that I should have. I didn't get the position that best fit me, and ultimately, I wasn't treated right. It was the worst experience of my life. I felt so much anxiety. I had to part ways with them because I couldn't take it. I never really talk about it. I've just suffered and eventually let it go. But I do hope that at some point, things change. For anybody who might be questioning whether or not this is racism, I just want to ask you to really dive deep into why you have a hard time believing that it is. A lot of Black people have work environments where they're constantly made to feel different. They're made to feel othered. They're made to feel like their work is being questioned in uneven amount. And even if it's not their work, they just have people doing things and performing actions towards them that you're uncomfortable with. And eventually it just becomes anxiety. It becomes this weird feeling that you're not safe at work, and it becomes this weird feeling about just walking through those doors and not knowing what you're going to deal with. And for a lot of us, it takes months, if not years, before we even start to realize that this is happening to us. But the second that we speak out about it, we're normally the ones who become the villain in the story. So to the person who shared these experiences with us, I want to say thank you. And if you have something similar, any words of encouragement, anything at all, please post that in the comments below.